So, as a person of faith, then, what do you see as the challenges facing society today? In terms of what do you see as the big issues that are coming up affecting?
I think the single biggest issue is materialism. It's the falling away from Christianity. For example, when I was growing up, you asked a young person what they wanted to do. They would say, oh, I want to be a teacher. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be this, be that, be the other thing. I want to be. Now it tends to be, I want to have.
Interesting.
And I asked a young relative the other day, I said, what do you want to do? He's in his early teens. He said, I want to make money. And I thought, hang on. And he was amazed when I said, well, look, if I was out on a date with you and you said that to me, there wouldn't be a second date. And he was absolutely amazed by that because the values now are different. And I once, when I was an MP and I was talking to a sixth form group, I asked them, I said, well, you're at the end of your life and you're looking back, you're a very old lady, you're looking back. Would you rather have been Mother Teresa or Jordan? And the conclusion was, they knew they should say Mother Teresa, but the truth was Jordan. And I think there's a complete failure to understand the spiritual. Great fascination with cults, of course, but a complete failure to understand the spiritual.
You hear a lot of people talking about being spiritual, but not really. It's very different to be spiritual and to have a spiritual side and to be a person of real faith. And I know you've said a lot before about even the like of the abortion and gay marriage in terms of your articles and your work and stuff. Does that include then things like transgender rights and things like that? Do you have an opinion on those kind of issues too?
Yes, and this is like abortion. I would have this opinion no matter what faith or no faith I had. My line about transgenderism is we are all born men or women. We're one or the other, and you can't suddenly decide you want to be another. But there is a very, very small group of people who believe that they're in the wrong body. Science has made it possible for them to change, and they do so. That's their decision. Doesn't mean I approve of it, but it is their decision. That's very different from saying, as we are now, oh, well, every 5-year-old can decide whether they want to be a girl or a boy.
That's worrying.
It is the grossest nonsense. And, I don't even say it's the grossest immorality. It is just massive nonsense that you can decide what you want to be just by saying it.
Do you believe having strong views on these issues alienates people from the faith, or is that less important than holding true to the truths you believe?
Well, I think you've got to. St. Paul said we believe and therefore speak. Christ said we mustn't hide our light under a bushel. And my enemies have accused me of many things in my time, but never yet of hiding my light under a bushel. And I think you do need to speak out if you believe something, but it does matter the terms in which you speak out. I very often see reports of what I've said, and it wasn't anything like what I've said, because I don't quite speak in the terms in which people associate those sorts of views. Or with which people associate those sorts of views. So I think it's important how you phrase your arguments, but I think you stick to them. You stick to them. You don't just put your hand up and say, oh, well, that's where modern society is going. Modern society may be going wrong, and you're right to say that.